हेलो बच्चों, तो आप सबका स्वागत है शौर्य एकेडमी इस यूट्यूब चैनल में। तो आप पढ़ने जा रहे हो फिजिक्स विद वैभव सर। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड।
ठीक है, चलो नाउ स्टार्ट विद द क्विक फॉर्मूला रिवीजन ऑन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एटम। ओके, सो स्टार्ट विथ यू हैव स्टडीड द व्हाट। ठीक है, so quick formula revision, structure of atom. So basically this chapter is start with the what, the Bohr's first postulate. What is the Bohr's first postulate? कि बाबा the centripetal force acting on an electron revolving in orbit, correct, is equal to what? Electrostatic force of attraction between the positively charged nucleus and negatively charged electron. मतलब क्या रहे? Centripetal force mv square by r is equal to electrostatic force E square upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Correct? This is the centripetal force. This one is a electrostatic force of attraction between the positively charged nucleus and the negatively charged electron. Clear? ठीक है. Next. Now intentionally I covered the symbols and their meanings. Okay, so m is the mass of electron, E charge on electron, Vn is the velocity of electron in nth orbit, Rn is the radius of nth orbit, A0 is called the Bohr's radius, Pn is the linear momentum of electron, Ln is the angular moment of electron in nth orbit, capital N indicates the number of neutrons, H indicates the Planck's constant, Z atomic number, small m mass of nucleus, C is the speed of light in air or vacuum, RH is called the Rydberg constant, A is the mass number, MP is the mass of proton. Correct? Next, T half, that is a half life period, small tau is the average life of nucleus, omega n is the angular velocity of electron in nth orbit, capital A represents the, now before meaning is the mass number whenever we are talking about the radioactivity or the law of radioactive decay, A represents the activity, okay, and lambda is called the what? Decay constant. Okay, sure. Now see Bohr's second postulate. What is the Bohr's second postulate? कि बाबा the electrons are revolving in a only those orbit in which the angular momentum of electron is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. मतलब क्या रे? Angular momentum which is equal to what? Linear momentum into r which is equal to what? mvr which is equal to what? nh upon 2 pi. N is the principal quantum number, h is a Planck's constant. Okay, so this is the formula. So from this can you tell me कि बाबा यहां से आप देख रहे हो angular momentum is directly proportional to n. अरे करेक्ट ना, इस पे बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स आते हैं प्रोपोर्शनलिटी पे. और सेकेंड वन मोर कंक्लूजन, रिमेंबर L is proportional to square root of r. करेक्ट, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कंक्लूजन्स. ठीक है, द नेक्स्ट Bohr's third postulate. क्या कहता है Bohr's third postulate? कि बाबा there is a transition of electron from higher energy level orbit to lower energy level orbit. During that it emits the photons having the energy equal to energy difference between the two orbit in which transition takes place. मतलब क्या बोलो? That is EM minus EN is equal to HF. Okay, this is the what? Energy transition third postulate. Is it clear? ठीक है. Next one. The centripetal force acting on an element having the atomic number Z. So आपको मालूम है m mass of electron, V square by R, so Vn square upon Rn is equal to, we already studied, बोलो, atomic number into electron square upon 4 pi epsilon naught Rn square. अरे करेक्ट, यहां से मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कंक्लूजन, दो बार क्वेश्चन आया है कि बाबा जो सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है विच इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू n to the power 4, इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द n to the power 4. इज इट क्लियर? ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, the radius of nth orbit. What is the formula of radius of nth orbit? Now Rn is equal to epsilon naught n square h square upon pi mass of electron z e square. Correct. This is the formula of radius of the nth orbit. Clear? Now next, radius of Bohr. Bohr's radius means what? If you substitute for hydrogen, below for hydrogen atomic number is 1. If you substitute, that is n is equal to 1 and z is equal to also 1 because atomic number for hydrogen is 1. Then what is the remaining? Now check. So Rn is equal to epsilon naught h square upon pi me e square. Now all the values are constant. If you are substituting, you are getting, sorry, यहाँ से, that is symbolically represented by a naught. And what is a naught, which is a Bohr's radius? वो होती है 0.053 nanometer. This is called the Bohr's radius. For hydrogen, z is equal to 1 and the first orbit. So this is called the Bohr's radius. Means from this you are getting the shortcut relation कि radius of nth orbit is equal to a naught into n square for hydrogen. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? No. Next. The linear velocity of electron in nth orbit. What is the formula? Baba, Vn is equal to, yes, z e square upon 2 epsilon naught nh. Okay, z is the atomic number, e is the charge on electron, epsilon naught पता है आपको 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12, n is a nth orbit, h is a Planck's constant. So यहाँ से आपको मिलता है Vn is inversely proportional to n. यहाँ से इससे हमेशा क्वेश्चन बनते हैं Vn is inversely proportional to n. Clear? ठीक है. Now next one. The angular velocity of electron. Now see, यहां से एंगुलर वेलोसिटी कहां से निकालेंगे? आपको रिलेशन पता है बाबा, v इज इक्वल टू Rn इंटू ओमेगा n. करेक्ट. सो ओमेगा n क्या होगा? Vn अपॉन Rn. सही है. सो यहां से फॉर्मूला लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ध्यान में रखने के. ठीक है, राइट कर सकते हो आप. व्हाट? z स्क्वायर अपॉन 2 एप्सिलॉन नॉट nh. Rn की जगह बोलो epsilon naught n square h square upon pi me z square. Correct? We substituted the value. Now see, what is the final equation? Omega n is equal to, यहां से देखो क्या कैंसिल हो रहा है? Yes? Anything get cancel? No? Correct? So what is the formula? Check करो. Pi me z square e raised to 4 upon 2 epsilon naught square n cube h cube. So यहां से मिल गया आप लोगों को शॉर्टकट बच्चों कि what? कि बाबा ओमेगा n is inversely proportional to n cube. ये प्रोपोर्शनलिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. ओके, ठीक है. Next, momentum of electron. Now we are talking about the linear momentum of electron and एंगुलर मोमेंटम ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो यहां से आपको मिलता है लीनियर मोमेंटम यानी Pn. क्या होता है लीनियर मोमेंटम? मास इनटू वेलोसिटी. सो m इनटू Vn. फॉर्मूला हो जाएगा तैयार. प्रोपोर्शनलिटी इंपॉर्टेंट है, यहां पे आप सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हो. आपको मालूम है व्हाट? Pn इज इक्वल टू Vn का फॉर्मूला क्या रे? z e स्क्वायर अपॉन 2 epsilon naught nh. So again you are getting the important relation, linear momentum is inversely proportional to n. Okay, now talking about the what? Angular momentum. You already studied the Bohr's second postulate, that is L is equal to nh upon 2 pi. So L is proportional to n. Okay, ठीक है. Next one, the energies of electron. Okay, so first we are talking about the what? Potential energy. Now potential energy is equal to what ray? Yes, what is the formula? me z square e raised to 4 minus होगा 4 epsilon naught square n square h square. Correct? This is the formula to calculate the what? Potential energy. Kinetic energy, yes, sign becomes plus me square z square e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. Okay, then next, total energy is what? Total energy is E is equal to EP plus EK. Correct? So what is the formula? Total energy ET is equal to same as that of kinetic energy ma square z square e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. Sign is what? Minus. Okay, and last, binding energy, which is the negative of total energy. So EB is equal to me z square e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. Clear? Any doubt? So these are the formulae to calculate the potential energy of electron, kinetic energy of electron, total energy of electron, and the binding energy of electron in nth orbit. Okay, ठीक है? Next one. Now the total energy of electron in the first orbit. So you already observed that. Now see कि बाबा आपको निकालना है टोटल एनर्जी. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ टोटल एनर्जी? माइनस me z square e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. Okay, now we specially talking about the hydrogen. Talking about the what? Hydrogen. For hydrogen, tell me again, we are considering the first orbit, n is equal to 1, then atomic number is also 1. If you substitute in this equation, yes, क्या हो जाएगा बोलो? तो यहां से इक्वेशन बनेगा, डायरेक्टली लिखता हूं, -13.6 अपॉन 13.6 अपॉन n square in electron volt. Correct? This is the energy of the electron, energy of the hydrogen in the first orbit. Clear? Any doubt? Nahi. Next, whenever we are talking about nth orbit, अरे करेक्ट, मतलब यहां से ये डायरेक्टली 13.6 ही होगा क्योंकि मैं हाइड्रोजन के लिए बात कर रहा हूं. जनरल फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? En फॉर हाइड्रोजन माइनस 13.6 अपॉन n स्क्वायर इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. एंड फॉर एनी अदर element, what is the relation? Now En is equal to minus 13.6 z square upon n square. So what is the conclusion? Energy is inversely proportional to n square. Okay, so this is all about the energy. Any doubt? Next one. And we know that how to convert the electron volt. Yes, conversion bolo. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन होल को चार्ज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो यू विल गेट द वैल्यू इन जूल्स. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, द राइटबर्ग कांस्टेंट. दैट इज what is the Rydberg constant represented by RH? What is the formula? me e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught ch. सही है क्या? चेक करो. CH क्यूब होता है. हाँ, सही है. So this is the formula of Rydberg constant. We substitute all the values. C is the speed of light. Everything is known. बोलो C कितना होता है रे? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Mass of electron कितना होता है रे? 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Charge on electron कितना होता है? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. The transition energy means what? That is a Bohr's postulate. We studied third postulate में कि बाबा electron can make a transition from higher energy level to lower energy level. It emits the energy. So what is that formula? Now see, that is it make a transition from m to n, em minus en is equal to बोलो me e raised to 4 8 epsilon naught h square. Okay, me e raised to 4 8 epsilon naught h square in bracket 1 upon n square upon 1 upon m square. Again you can substitute em minus en as a hf is equal to me e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught h square in bracket 1 upon n square upon 1 upon m square. So this is about the what? Transition energy when the transition is takes place from mth orbit to nth orbit. Okay, ठीक है. Now next, Bohr's formula. What is the Bohr's formula? Is used to calculate the wavelength. What is the formula? 1 upon lambda is equal to RH into Z square 1 upon n square minus 1 upon m square. This is called the Bohr's formula to calculate the wavelength. Is it clear? We already studied Rydberg constant and its value. Okay? Next, hydrogen spectrum, most important thing. Now see, you are observing that this is for hydrogen. For hydrogen, atomic number is 1. This n is equal to 1. It represents the what? Ground state. Correct? And all these represents the what? Excited states. So we already studied during this transition कि बाबा higher orbit to lower orbit it emits the radiation, it emits the energy. Okay, for this hydrogen we know that how we calculated this energy. Formula is what? कि बाबा energy is equal to minus 13.6 upon n square in electron volt. We are substituting n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, 3, 4. You are getting these values should be known to you in exam. It should be known. Minus 13.6, minus 3.51, minus 1.51, minus 0.85, minus 0.54. You should remember at n is equal to infinity, energy becomes 0 in electron volt. Now, based on transition, we know that first when n is equal to 1, that lambda, that is called the what? Serially Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series, P-Fund series. Okay, so again, which formula is used for this calculation? Suppose just I am giving the example. First series is what? Lyman series. So what is the formula for the Lyman series? Yes, that is 1 upon lambda is equal to, yes, Rydberg constant, Z to 1 hoga. We are talking about the hydrogen. In bracket you have to substitute the nth state. So for Lyman series n start from 1. So यहाँ पे कंपलसरी होगा 1 का स्क्वायर माइनस यहाँ पे होगा m स्क्वायर. ट्रांजिशन कहां से भी होगा. Correct? If you want to write the formula for what? Balmer series. What is the formula for Balmer series? Yes, tell me. That is 1 upon lambda is equal to Rydberg constant. Lyman Balmer कहां से हो रहा है? So 1 upon 2 square. Like this you can write the formula for the 5 series. Okay. Now most important thing कि whenever you need to find the longest wavelength, whenever you need to find the longest wavelength, सिर्फ ध्यान में रखो 2 conditions you need. One more thing. Radiations. The Lyman series, the transition, it emits the what? Ultraviolet radiation. Balmer, visible radiations. Paschen series, near to infrared radiation. Bracket, far infrared, and the P-Fund is also far infrared radiations. Okay, now see, I am talking about the what? Ki whenever you need to find out which condition for the longest wavelength, just for explanation I am taking the example, suppose Lyman series, nahi to Paschen series. So what is the series formula for Paschen series? Bolo. 1 upon lambda is equal to, yes, Rydberg constant 1 upon Lyman, Balmer, Paschen. So 1 upon 3 square. Now whenever you have to find the longest wavelength, you have to just take the next state of this. Means what? यहाँ पे n कितना है? 3. So for longest wavelength you have to take m as a 4 near state. Means यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? minus 1 upon 4 square. कंसेप्ट क्लियर? सो n क्या होगा? उस सीरीज का लिमिट, एंड यहाँ पे क्या होगा? नॉट सीरीज लिमिट, द स्टेट, एंड m इज इक्वल टू जस्ट नेक्स्ट स्टेट. सो यूज टू फाइंड द लॉन्गेस्ट वेवलेंथ. और एक बोलो मुझे जस्ट फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यहाँ पे अगर बाल्मर होगा तो व्हाट इज द रिलेशन? 1 अपॉन लैम्डा RS. बाल्मर कहां से आ रहा है बच्चों? 2 स्क्वायर माइनस इमीडिएटली यहाँ पे क्या होगा? 3 स्क्वायर. कंसेप्ट क्लियर? ठीक है. नाउ व्हेनेवर यू हैव टू फाइंड द शॉर्टेस्ट वेवलेंथ, नाउ नेक्स्ट कंसेप्ट, shortest wavelength. So in shortest wavelength, again I am taking the example of Paschen series, so your idea will clear. Paschen series. So what is the formula? Now see, 1 upon lambda RH in bracket, Paschen series कहाँ से start हो रहा है? 1 upon 3 square. Compulsory in all kind of series, if you want to find the shortest wavelength, you have to consider m as a infinity. m as a infinity means क्या होगा? minus 1 upon infinity square. Understood? Yes. So is there any doubt in how to find the longest and shortest wavelength? No. One more formula. Now see, whenever there is a transition takes place, you ask to find out number of spectral lines whenever it jumps to ground state. For hydrogen, you have to find the number of spectral lines whenever it jumps to higher to ground state. So what is the formula to calculate the number of spectral lines? Now write number of spectral lines is equal to, yes, n in bracket n minus 1 by 2. How to calculate the number of spectrum lines? N in bracket n minus 1 by 2. Is it clear? ओके, n क्या होगा? जिस ऑर्बिट से ट्रांजिशन करके ग्राउंड में पहुंच गया. So n is that nth orbit. So that gives the number of spectral lines for hydrogen. I am talking whenever it jumps to ground state. Clear? Okay. Next. So all things are clear. One more word आता है, मतलब क्वेश्चन में ऐसा आता है, वो भी क्लियर करवा देता हूं. So write down कि find the series limit. क्वेश्चन आता है find series limit of suppose P fund series. Find series limit of P fund. Now series limit मतलब वही shortest wavelength वाला concept. Means what? 1 upon lambda is equal to क्या लेने का? series limit में पास्चन P fund कहाँ start होता है? Lyman, Balmer, पास्चन ब्रैकेट P fund. So n कितना होगा? 5 और m compulsory infinity again. So whenever you ask to find the series limit, so n is that orbit, that ground state, and m is the what? Infinity. Formula क्या होगा? RH in bracket 1 upon 5 square minus 1 upon infinity square. Now see, so all possible things that should be asked on the hydrogen spectrum is clear. Okay, now next. The de Broglie's hypothesis. क्या कहता है de Broglie's hypothesis? Whenever the electron is orbiting around the nucleus, there is a one wave is associated with that, correct? And उसका wavelength कितना होता है? Lambda is equal to h upon p. Correct? So वो क्या होगा? Lambda nth is equal to h upon pn. वही क्या होगा? h upon m into vn. वही क्या होगा? वही क्या होगा? बोलो बोलो, आपको मालूम है ना बाबा? यहां से आपको मालूम है कि बाबा L इज इक्वल टू P इंटू R इज इक्वल टू NH अपॉन 2 पाई. नाउ सी, सो यहां से नीचे Pn है, सो Pn की जगह आप क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हो बच्चों? NH अपॉन 2 पाई Rn. NH अपॉन 2 पाई Rn. तो यहां पे क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे? NH, तो n कैंसिल होके जाएगा. मतलब क्या होगा? बोलो फास्ट. 2 pi Rn upon n. This is the formula to calculate the lambda of nth orbit. Size of nuclei. Yes, what is the formula to calculate the size of nucleus? That is R of x is equal to R naught a to the power 1 by 3. Correct? Okay. This value of R naught is constant. How much it is? 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 meter, or we know that minus 15 यानी फर्मी. ओके, मीन्स क्या होता है? minus 15 मतलब फर्मी. So 1.2 फर्मी मीटर. Is it clear? A is the mass number. A is the what? Mass number. What is the mass number? It is the total number of nucleons or the protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. What is the atomic number? Number of protons present in the nucleus. Clear? Any doubt? No. Next, density of nucleus. What is the formula to calculate the density of nucleus? Rho is equal to 3m upon 4 pi Rn, 4 pi R naught Q. Okay, now see, यहाँ पे most important question बनते हैं कि बाबा this density is independent of mass number. Most important conclusion. It is independent of mass number. Many times the question में देते हैं कि बाबा मास नंबर सो एंड सो एलिमेंट पहले हाइड्रोजन था बाद में हेलियम किया तो डेंसिटी कितना चेंज होगा? नो, डेंसिटी इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ मास नंबर. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कंक्लूजन. देन तो सब कांस्टेंट है, आर नॉट इज कांस्टेंट, m is constant. So यहां से अगर सब वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं, so note down एवरेज डेंसिटी ऑफ न्यूक्लियस इज 2.3 into 10 raised to 17 kg per meter cube. वैल्यू पता होनी चाहिए. Rho average is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to 17 kg per meter cube. Clear? This is average density of nucleus. Mass defect. What is the mass defect? There is actually a difference in mass between what? Actual mass of nucleus and the predicted mass of nucleus. Predicted of mass of nucleus कहां से निकालते हैं कि number of nucleons का mass. Means what? Mass defect का formula क्या रे? It is represented by delta m. Now see, it actual में होता है predicted mass of nucleus minus actual mass of nucleus. So in terms of formula we can write delta m is equal to, now see, atomic number indicates the number of protons present in the nucleus. So Z into mass of proton प्लस न्यूक्लियस में कौन होता है? न्यूट्रॉन्स होते हैं. सो कैपिटल N indicates the already in the list of symbol I mentioned, N indicates the number of neutrons. So number of neutrons into mass of neutron, correct, minus actual mass of nucleus, correct. This relation is called the what? Mass defect, which is a difference here. And due to this mass defect, what this mass defect is what is converted into the what? Energy equivalence. We calculated with the help of Einstein's energy relation. That is the next. Yes. Now what is the next? Binding energy of nuclei. What is the binding energy of nuclei? Amount of energy required to separate the nucleons from the nucleus. This is the what? Binding energy. Now how to calculate the binding energy? That is the delta E is equal to delta m into c square. Correct. So mass defect we already substitute now. What is the final relation? Baba, delta E is equal to, we already substituted Z into mass of proton, N into mass of neutron minus actual mass of nucleus. Correct. And into what? C square, speed of light square. This is called the what? Binding energy relation. Are you okay? ठीक है. Now most important thing, यहाँ पे many times the values should be known in terms of atomic mass unit, and that is equivalent to mega electron volt per c square. Okay, so now next slide पे मैं important values लिख के देता हूँ. Please note down. So first, yes, write down the mass of proton is 1.6725 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Mass of neutron is 1.6750 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. The mass of electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Now these are the values in terms of mass. Correct. Now in terms of atomic mass unit, the mass of proton is 1.00728 atomic mass unit. Mass of neutron is equal to 1.008666 atomic mass unit. The mass of electron 0.00055 atomic mass unit. These are the values in terms of atomic mass unit. Next, yes, now we know that these are the values you require. Are you correct? इसमें कुछ डाउट नहीं? ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट. हाँ, वन मोर थिंग, ये तो मास हो गए, चार्ज भी राइट करो. चार्ज ऑन प्रोटॉन इज इक्वल टू चार्ज ऑन इलेक्ट्रॉन 1.6 into 10⁻⁻19 कूलम. क्लियर? ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, यहां पे वैल्यूज लिख दी है तो मैं फिर से रिपीट करता हूं. राइडबर्ग कांस्टेंट का वैल्यू कितना रे? 1.097 into 10⁻7 मीटर इनवर्स. Okay, then one more value you require, that is the R naught, which is 1.2 Fermi meter. You require it. Okay, one more value. ठीक है. Okay, चलो next. Alpha decay, beta decay, gamma decay. What is the radioactivity? That is the unstable nuclei undergoes disintegration and emits the energy in the form of electromagnetic waves or the particles, correct, to become stable. So that radiations are in the form of alpha decay, beta decay and the gamma decay. Just we are writing the reaction only. Okay, in alpha decay, alpha particle is emitted, so parent nuclei is what? X, Z into A. This is called the parent nucleus. After disintegration, what happened? What emitted? Alpha particle. Alpha particle matlab helium nucleus having the atomic number 2, mass number 4. We know that atomic number and mass number on both the sides are the what? Balance. So that's why यहाँ पे जो element मिलेगा आपको वो क्या होगा? ये Z -2 होगा, A -4 होगा. सो यहां से आपको कंक्लूजन पूछते हैं एग्जाम में कि एटॉमिक नंबर रिड्यूसेस बाय 2 एंड द मास नंबर रिड्यूसेस बाय 4. दिस इज द कंक्लूजन. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट. Now beta decay. In the beta decay, two reactions are there. First electron is emitted, second times the positron is emitted. Okay, so again parent nucleus I am consider the ZA. यहाँ पे now see, suppose I am considering the electron is emitted, so charge is -1, correct. So यहाँ से जो daughter nuclei आएगा वो क्या होगा? बैलेंस करने के लिए Z+1, A remains unchanged, correct. So यहाँ से emit का हुआ इलेक्ट्रॉन और आपको मालूम है प्लस न्यूट्रिनो. ओके, सेकेंड रिएक्शन में yes, beta plus decay. Actually this reaction is called the beta plus decay. So in which positron is emitted? What is the basic reaction again? X, Z, A. Then what is the emitted बच्चों? Positron यानी charge +1. So यहाँ से मिलेगा आपको Z -1 A. ओके, प्लस यहाँ पे आता है न्यूट्रिनो. Proton is converted into this. Okay, so यहाँ का conclusion क्या? In the first case, बोलो, atomic number increases by 1 and mass number remains unchanged. What is the conclusion of this second reaction? कि बाबा यहाँ पे जो Z होगा वो decreases by 1 and mass number again remains unchanged. Okay, this is about the beta decay. Now next, gamma decay, correct. What is the reaction? X, Z, A. Are yes, bolo. X, Z, A plus energy. मतलब gamma is emitted. Okay, which is in the form of what? Electromagnetic radiations. So यहाँ पे conclusion क्या मिलता है बच्चों? A and Z remains unchanged. Okay, so this is about the alpha decay, beta decay and gamma decay. Any doubt? नहीं. The law of radioactive decay. क्या कहता है law of radioactive decay? At a particular time, the rate of disintegration is directly proportional to number of nuclei present at that time. Means what? That is dN by dt is directly proportional to n, both at time t. ओके, सो यहां से कांस्टेंट जो मिलता है आपको मालूम है dN by dt is equal to minus lambda n of t, and this lambda is called, mentioned in the symbol, decay constant or disintegration constant or radioactivity constant. Clear? ठीक है. Now this is the what? Law of radioactive decay. नेक्स्ट, डिके लॉ, मतलब ये इक्वेशन को इंटीग्रेट करके बिटवीन 0 to 2 यू आर गेटिंग वन इक्वेशन. यस, व्हाट इज दैट इक्वेशन? n इज इक्वल टू n नॉट e टू द पावर माइनस लैम्बडा t. n is equal to, n is the what? Number of nuclei disintegrated at time t. n naught represents the number of nuclei present at time t is equal to 0, that is the initial number of nuclei, and lambda is a decay constant. Clear? Yes. और यहां से आपको वो मालूम होगा, याद होगा फॉर्मूला. यस, क्या था शॉर्टकट निकालने का? नंबर ऑफ हाफ लाइफ पीरियड का. यहां पे क्या? वो नहीं, वो हाफ लाइफ तो अलग है, मैं ये बोल रहा हूं आपको. नंबर ऑफ हाफ लाइफ निकालने का फॉर्मूला क्या? n is equal to n naught upon 1 by 2 the power small n. Are you clear? So that is a formula to calculate the what? Number of half lives. Shortcut formula. ठीक है. Next, activity. क्या होती है बच्चों एक्टिविटी? एक्टिविटी इज नथिंग बट dN by dt और इट इज लैम्बडा इंटू n. सो यहां से इक्वेशन मिलता है अगेन कि बाबा a इज इक्वल टू a नॉट e टू द पावर माइनस लैम्बडा t. a इज कॉल्ड द एक्टिविटी. ओके. हाफ लाइफ, व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ हाफ लाइफ? हाफ लाइफ क्या होता है? द टाइम required to disintegrate parent nucleus to half of its value. So what is the formula? T half is equal to natural log of 2 upon lambda or 0.693 upon lambda. Okay. Next, what is the average life? Represented by the symbol tau, which is 1 upon lambda. Which is 1 upon lambda. So यहां से आपको मालूम है टी हाफ क्या था? पिछले स्लाइड पे देखा आपने 0.693 अपॉन लैम्बडा. इफ यू सब्स्टिट्यूट लैम्बडा इज इक्वल टू 0.693 अपॉन टी हाफ. अरे करेक्ट. सो क्या हो जाएगा यहां से रिलेशन में सब्स्टिट्यूट करता हूं. सो टो इज इक्वल टू, बोलो बच्चों, टी हाफ अपॉन 0.693. सो यहां से आपको मिल गया रिलेशन बिटवीन एवरेज लाइफ एंड हाफ लाइफ, दैट इज हाफ लाइफ इज इक्वल टू 0.693 टाइम्स एवरेज लाइफ. Clear? So these are the formulae to calculate the what? Average life. Next one. So almost all the formulas are covered. Any doubt? ठीक है.
तो बच्चों, अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो पसंद आया है तो डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. तो पढ़ते रहो फिजिक्स विद वैभव सर.